Hello and welcome to the North East Procurement Organisation navigating the NEPO portal training videos. These short but comprehensive online demonstrations are brought to you by the NEPO systems team to support your use and understanding of the ProContract electronic tendering system. These videos have been developed to support suppliers using the NEPO portal to access and respond to both NEPO collaborative opportunities and those of the North East Local Authority members. We welcome you to navigate in the NEPO portal training sessions and hope you find these support videos both practical and informative.
Welcome to the North East Procurement Organisation Navigating the Portal training videos. The session objectives will be to explain what a dynamic purchasing system is, the DPS process and its benefits, and how to access the DPS.
A DPS is a completely electronic system used to purchase commonly used goods, works or services. Unlike a traditional framework, suppliers can apply to join at any time. It is an open market solution designed to provide buyers with access to a pool of pre-qualified suppliers. The DPS is a two-stage restricted process. In stage 1, suppliers will complete a standard selection questionnaire. All suppliers who meet and pass the exclusion and selection criteria must be admitted to the DPS. Rejected suppliers are provided with feedback in order to enable them to reapply at a later date, should they wish to do so. In stage 2, approved users award individual contracts through the DPS. The buyer invites all potential providers on the DPS to participate in a further competition to bid for a specific contract. The benefits for suppliers being on the DPS is that it's more accessible for SMEs. Also, it remains open to new suppliers throughout the period of the contract. This enables suppliers who may not be able to meet the selection criteria at the time a DPS is first established to review their processes, finances, and capabilities and apply for acceptance onto the DPS at a later stage. This means that suppliers don't have to demonstrate suitability and capability every time they are contracting through the DPS. A supplier who fails the exclusion or selection stage can reapply later if circumstances have changed. For example, if it had newly available skills or experience. Any supplier who meets the selection criteria must be admitted to the DPS. This demonstration will cover expressing interest and how to access the DPS. If you click on the link Find Opportunities, this will then take you through to where you can search for the DPS. If you look on the left of the page, you have some filter options, and if I choose the portal, which will be, for example, the NEPO portal, and then I'll refresh the list, and then I can choose an authority from this drop down. So I'll just choose NEPO again, and then in the top right in the search box I can then put in a keyword in here. So I'm going to use the keyword dynamic and click go, and this will display the opportunity that I want to express interest in. So if I click on the title, this will take us through to the advert screen, and on here you'll see there's some main contract details which give you shows the contract title, the contract description. Within this key date section you'll also notice the DPS round information, and that shows you when the current round's due to close off. So once the DPS becomes established, if you haven't got onto the DPS from the first round or second round, you can then apply to take part in subsequent rounds, and that end date will always reflect the end date of the current round. but you don't need to worry about what round it is. It just means you can apply to take part in the current round. So now you'll see on this screen, this is just giving you some information that you've expressed your interest in the DPS opportunity. You will also receive an email notification confirming that as well. You can now view the DPS opportunity by clicking on the link. Click here, and this will take you into the DPS opportunity where you can access the questionnaire and any information within there. So in this DPS opportunity, you'll see there's a set time for you to respond. There'll also be some attachments in here. So you'll have the selection questionnaire and maybe some other supporting documentation as well. In the questionnaire, you'll need to fill out some pass-fail questions, and then this needs submitted via this area through the response controls. If you don't get through on this particular stage, you can always apply on the next round. Or if you've only partially completed your response will be carried over to the next round, and so you won't miss out on joining the DPS. Downloading documents and asking questions and also submitting your response is covered in a separate video called Responding to Opportunities.
If you fail to get onto the DPS from the first stage, you will still have the opportunity to get onto the DPS in subsequent rounds. In the example on the screen, you can see the supplier has submitted their questionnaire against round 2, but you can also see the most recent round. Therefore, you shouldn't worry too much about which round is shown on the screen. It could be shown round 10 or round 15. You only need to reply to the latest round if you haven't already submitted your response, or if you have been unsuccessful with your original submission.
So after you submitted your response and you've been accepted on the DPS, and there's a requirement by the authority, they will then go out to further competition. These can be found under My Activities. So if I go back to the home page, you'll see these further competitions in this area. So you click in recently added, they'll be shown in here. And you'll also receive notifications when the further competitions are published out. The tender documentation and pricing elements will be attached within the further competitions themselves. For information on how to respond to the further competition, these can be found in the videos section on responding to an opportunity.
Thank you for watching this video. We hope you found it really useful, and we'd welcome any feedback or suggestions you may have on this or future NEPO portal support videos. Links to additional videos can be accessed via NEPO's website, alongside information on the wider work of NEPO, the Business Club programme, and a comprehensive contracts register highlighting key data on awarded NEPO and member authority contracts. Again, thanks for watching.